Welcome to Sunrunners, the finale.
What?
Yeah. So, last we left off, our adventurers, our heroes, had found themselves in Atlantis about 10,000 years prior to human history. And through finding a bunch of clues, they have discovered that they were kind of responsible for sinking Atlantis. Just a tad.
Yeah, sorry about
Oh,
that.
when you say we, you mean
Dave.
Dave. That's Dave. Actually.
We performed the riot breakout. Considering that the person we found was already out of their cage, that Looney Tune terrorist dude is pretty sure was already out too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd also like to say that while Quinn was part of this whole thing, Peter technically was late, so I feel like I can disassociate myself a little bit from,
Oh, yeah,
from
no,
the
you
responsibility.
totally-
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just pin it squarely on Dave.
Yeah, and then they did get the part that they were the vortex manipulator part for the ship, and they installed that, and then gave chase and went through a time vortex, and that's where we left off. So as we're picking up, for you guys on the ship, it's almost instantaneous. You kind of see this tunnel vision where things kind of warp out into the distance, and then there's a pinprick of light that kind of radiates out, and it's just instantaneously kind of flushes forward towards you, and it kind of overwhelms everything, and the entire ship is consumed by this light. And on the other side of that, there's a larger point of light that kind of begins to erupt, and your ship begins to come through this portal. And as soon as it does, you feel the ship rock. So instantaneously, as that ship is filled with light for you guys, the ship is hit by this massive rocking sensation. And you look out the side of the ship, and you see several fleet vehicles, massive warships, are kind of lined up in a parallel line facing your ship as it kind of comes through this portal, and they are laying fire down.
Shit.
Oh.
Who are they shooting at?
They are shooting at you. So to begin, I need Quinn to roll me a pilot skill.
Oh, okay.
Alfie is also helping you, so you have advantage on this
Okay.
roll.
All right, here we go.
No.
Don't do it bad.
Ooh, both good. 23.
Nice. Okay. So the ship is rocked by that initial laser blast, and you immediately react to that and kind of make the ship curve and twist underneath. Adriadne, were you buckled in?
Sure.
Always.
Okay.
Sure.
My very cool stool automatically buckles me in.
Okay.
Stool turned car seat.
Yeah.
So yeah, the ship kind of rocks underneath, and you make some maneuvers, and you kind of pull the ship up, and you're facing this line of 6 war vessels who are laying waste to the portal behind you. They're just shooting into it. What would you like to do as a group?
Can we go away?
Press it again.
Can we leave, please?
If you look down, Adriadne, there is a cooldown on this button. You have to wait at least an hour before you can use that time vortex manipulator again.
We can't go anywhere for an hour. We need to fly away from the shooty boys.
I can't keep this up for an hour. Go
Fly
into a
away
bag.
from the shooty boys!
Can I identify these ships?
You can roll a history check. Yes, you can.
History.
I want to play too.
Do it. Roll a history
Got
check.
a 16. Yeah, 16.
And Adriadne, what was yours?
History. Also 16.
Nice. You will identify these as dwarven warships.
I'm going to open up the communication, like open to anyone listening, and being like, "Hold your fire. This is Admiral Elias. Hold your fire."
Okay. So you open up the comms and you broadcast that out to all channels. And the center ship of the 6 ships begins to you see this large massive cannon drop down, and it kind of takes aim and it starts to glow this hot red glow.
Oh, please tell me that's not a hard
Can we
name,
go
can it?
anywhere else, please?
Yeah, can we just get out of the line of fire? Maybe up, down, side to side.
So Joe, if I may, so like we came out and we're coming this way, and there's just like a line of them.
There was a line parallel to the direction you were traveling. So there were 6 of them, and you were traveling along the line of them. And
Yep.
then when
So
they
it's
shot
like
you
a
the first
constant
time,
broadside, basically.
yeah, you kind of manipulated the ship so that now you kind of rolled it around and pulled up, and now you're looking at the line of them in front of you.
Would I know what kind of could I tell by like the fire and the different attacks and the sounds going on what kind of weapons they're firing at us?
Yeah, there's a lot of laser light weapons.
Okay.
Most of them are bouncing off your shields.
Okay.
Does anyone speak dwarf?
Oh, wait a second.
What?
Oh, frickin' Elvish.
Frickin' Elvish.
Frickin'
Isn't it always Elvish?
No, I
Nope,
speak
nobody
the
speaks
other
dwarves.
short people gnomish, but no.
To talk.
Common and gnomish. That's all.
No mish.
Talk
I'm
in gnomish.
It's like
Can I-
Benny.
can I
Isn't it
just
Benny
try-
and the mummy who just keeps saying all the prayers until the mummy recognizes him?
Actually, can I take out my my trinket, the lock of hair that dude gave me, put it somewhere very plainly visible, and try to contact them somehow, video wise?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. They actually, as you're hailing them, you see that cannon kind of dissipate. And a screen pops up, and there is a dwarven individual on the screen. He has an eye patch, but he looks very, very similar to the individual that you saw die.
Your lover.
Is it? Maybe it's his like brother or something.
Your lover's brother.
Rawr!
Yes. All of the above.
Your brother in time.
Hi, could you please stop trying to kill us?
Aye, but we will need tribute before you pass through.
What do you want?
And that voice sounds very similar.
Sounds similar.
We'll take space credits if you got them.
What's your name?
Supplies.
Credits.
What's my name?
Mm,
You called me. What's your name?
yeah, I know.
You came out of that white
Adriadne
portal.
is my name. What's your name?
Adriadne. Cease fire! Cease fire!
I jumped to light speed.
Do you?
No.
Okay. You see all the guns power down. We're gonna send a vessel over to board. Prepare yourselves for boarding.
Okay.
I'm gonna once the comms like are relatively closed and or quiet,
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn to Elias, and my brain, like Elias just sits next to me as co-pilot. Is that how that works in real life, Dave?
Well, he would be in the captain's chair.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 feet behind you.
Okay. I would say I feel like Adriadne has this effect on dwarves that like we probably could trust her on this one. Like I feel like at least one of us will get out alive. It's probably her, but like I think we're probably better than, trying to get away.
Okay, so we should still
Yeah, we should
charge
just,
the
like, talk to
boosters
them.
just in case.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was actually going to try to get closer to them so that if they started shooting at us again, they would try to shoot at each other too.
That's also a great idea.
Yeah, they do want to board us. Let's snuggle right on in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn the ship towards them to make it seem like casually. I'm gonna fly casually.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah,
And
super cat,
and like
super cat.
turn it into where we're like heading in their general direction.
Okay.
General direction.
Yeah, so you rotate the ship and begin to kind of maneuver it into their general direction, and 2 ships will kind of go to your side, and then the other 2 ships go to your other side, and then the 1 ship is in the center.
Perfect.
Fools.
And the main ship kind of comes up above you, and then you see this chute kind of open up, and this tube drop down.
Hey, Adriadne, before they get here, can you see what year it is? See if
That's a great idea. I'm
connect
gonna
to
check what
some
year it is.
nearby digital clock.
You pull up your thing, and it appears to be the year that you left,
It's
Like originally, or like
2021.
2021. Wait a second. Is it right now 2021? Or is it like when we left, like which time was it that we left in 2021? Was it after the Greek
Well,
gods?
This is March 28th, 2021. The day you left the Galactic Academy for the moon base.
Oh.
delightful.
Okay. I probably don't know that. I'm probably not paying attention to that.
Guys, this was the day of the cake.
This was the best cake ever.
It was.
I feel like I can taste it. You could save the Banneker. If we knew where we were.
Well, maybe we can ask these guys.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Should I actually let them board us?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna keep things calm.
Yeah, you
And,
have a lot of guns, so I figure we'll be
yeah.
fine.
Ooh, that's a good point. I'm gonna
Hey,
put it on like give up AKA autopilot mode and get up to my my duffel bag.
Okay, you switch it over to Alfie. That's your autopilot mode.
Alfie's our autopilot.
NPC
Quinn?
pilot mode.
You actually just poke him. Autopilot.
You don't have to
Quinn?
poke me every time. I get it, Quinn.
Quinn, do you
Yeah.
still got that antimatter rifle?
Dude, I have so many guns.
Think I can borrow that? I'm a little. I just have this repeater.
Little light?
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I know what it feels like. It's not an antimatter rifle though. It is a concussion rifle.
I thought you bought an antimatter when we were buying weapons.
That was not in his duffel bag, though. That was in his room.
I think that was in my room, yeah. Because I did buy one, but I didn't get it. I didn't bring it with me because it was too big.
Okay, then never mind. I'll just stick with the sun staff and the repeater.
I mean, a concussion rifle is like not bad.
No, you're fine. No, I know that's your baby. I don't want to.
Well, no, actually, I'm much better at a melee weapon. Like significantly.
As you're
You know.
having this conversation about what
Just hand this
weapons you're
giant
going to
rifle
do,
over.
the door kind of opens up, and you see a very familiar dwarf pop in. As he is no longer in screen, he's in person. This looks identical to your brother lover, except for he has an eye patch on, and he hobbles over. Which one of you is it? Adriadne. Hello. And he opens his arm for a hug.
Oh, I give him a big ol' hug.
Okay,
Yes.
you. How are you alive?
Yeah,
Not only did we see
pretty
your
sure
ship
you
blow
were
up,
dead.
that was like 50,000 years ago.
I'm not sure what the time difference was, but yes, you did see me die. But luckily for you, your associate came back and saved me from the jaws of death just before it happened.
Associate?
Yes, I believe he calls himself Jarvis.
Oh.
And as he says that, you notice he is wearing a Pan-World emblem on his jacket.
Fuckers. Sorry, can I say that?
We really
Really now.
everything M.
Shit.
Oh, goody.
Then why were you wanting tribute?
Yeah.
That's what we do. I am
We're
a privateer now.
Ooh. Is that why you got the eye patch?
Arr!
Arr.
I bought myself a mechanical parrot, but it's down for repairs.
Oh, yeah. What's wrong with it?
It started speaking. Too much.
Too much?
Way too much. Wouldn't shut up.
Right.
Okay. Well,
That's-
anyway, yeah. We don't have very much, I don't think, in the way of credits. I don't know what we can do for you. Is there a favor we can exchange or something?
What you offering?
I don't know. These guys are big and they do stuff.
Oh, since we're
Oh.
old friends, you could just let us pass.
Yes, well, I think that just went over your head, because we're both short, and maybe I threw it too high. It's fine. Listen, Jarvis may have saved me, but my loyalty is not to Jarvis. Do you still have your, what was the social media that we were on?
Spacebook?
Spacebook? Do you still have your Spacebook page?
Wasn't it Splash or something? Wasn't it like Splash or
Splash face, whatever.
The splat or
Splat.
something.
Do you still have your Splat page?
Yeah?
Lettergram?
Great. They don't monitor it. It's so old, they don't monitor this. Hold on.
Yes!
I'm gonna message you some coordinates.
Okay.
And he sends it to Adriadne, and they are the coordinates for Sol. If you hurry, you might be able to stop them. Their plan is to destroy the Galactic Academy before you leave.
That's rude.
Alright.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we gotta go. Please be careful. I would rather you didn't get blown up again.
Oh, I've been very careful.
Good.
I'll message you later on Splatface.
Okay, I'll see you on Splatface. Okay, bye.
And he returns to the tube.
Before he leaves,
yes.
No, wait.
I send him some. I was like, well, since you're privateers now, if you want better work, being a privateer, he shoots him some coordinates. Just tell them Kayron sent you, and you'll get some better work.
Oh, all right then. Appreciate the good looking out.
You can be one too. Saving our planet is the thing to do. Hey, where are we right now?
Yes, we're just outside of Jupiter's orbit.
Oh, we're basically here.
Sweet.
All right.
I'll tell David Brink you said hi.
That asshole's the one that got us here in multiple ways. Atlantis, the moon base.
I've been busy.
I'm everywhere. You're like Roz from Monsters Inc. I'm always watching Wazowski.
Always
yes.
watching.
All right. Okay, so
That
he's
wasn't too
leaving.
loud.
Do you want to come with us?
Is it
and help save
dangerous?
the galaxy?
Is it dangerous?
Yep.
Yeah,
No thanks.
that's fair. Okay,
All right.
I'll get back with you after we hopefully don't die. But if we do die, sorry about it.
Do you have life suits?
Yeah?
Yeah, we do actually.
Good. I'll see you later. And he pulls up the tube, and they disengage, and they kind of spread out, and you see them kind of head around the horizon. And as you look out the window, Alfie kind of points out, "Yep, there's Jupiter." And you kind of get a bearing.
Yep. There's the biggest planet in the solar system.
What? I didn't see it, Elfie!
Well, we
Yeah,
weren't facing the right direction.
The
To
windows
be
were
fair,
closed.
we'll
on
be
that thing.
we'll be shot at, so hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah, space is big.
Okay, we gotta
So
go.
we should probably all put life suits on just in case.
I
Yeah, no, it's
agree.
fine.
Yeah.
So when he said we might be able to, like, that they were going to destroy the Space Academy, they, in this case, who did you guys think they?
Panworld.
Pan world.
Panworld?
That's what I got from it. Because they already have control of everything now, so they destroy us before we leave, and they already win.
Yeah,
This is the worst kitchen supply company I've ever heard of.
I agree.
They've expanded. Now the logo contains pots as well.
Oh my god,
Oh.
they're taking over market by market. It's like, first utensils, then the world.
Okay,
Alright.
well,
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you.
we should go.
Okay, while we're on our way, is there anything that we like? Should we like account for what stuff we actually have with us? Like, do we need like? Do any of you need guns?
Yes. Also, what the
Yes.
heck should we do? Can we see ourselves? Is that good or bad? Are we?
I think there's movies about that. I think it's bad if you see yourself during.
I mean, yeah, but that's just a movie.
Yeah, that's true. The cake was also really good.
It was really good, and we could definitely go get another piece.
Okay, well we knew where the academy was, right? I mean, like we're literally there right now. So
Wait, but how can he kill us?
how can he kill us?
Because if he kills us and destroys
We're
us
still-
before we
Oh my
leave,
god, you're
then
right.
then he will just be an endless loop, and then after he kills us, he might wipe out and
He's-
change time.
Oh,
He's already won. He's won right now. And us going back, we can mess with the time stuff if we go back. Because every time we go back, it creates a new spiral off the circle.
We
Ah,
need to
the
leave a
other side is the
message.
logo. Okay.
We need to leave a message for the next
Or-
iteration.
Or just go destroy the satellite.
Was it the satellite?
No, they're going to destroy the academy. We need
No,
to
I know.
not let them destroy the academy.
Maybe we could destroy the satellite on our way to the academy.
Where was it that we got the? Was it the satellite or was it? What
Yeah,
was it?
it was the decommissioned satellite that we couldn't
Yep.
register.
Brought it on
That was
board.
wasn't that around Jupiter?
Yeah,
Oh fuck! Let's blow that thing up.
exactly as I'm saying.
All right. All opposed?
No, just
Hearing none. Let's go. Alfie, take us to Jupiter. Or take us to this spot right here.
You know that's the
Aye,
place that
Quinn.
it was.
And he
spot.
hits the thrusters.
Surely it's burned into your memory.
Stop calling me Shirley.
And you whip around the outside of Jupiter, and he says, "Up there it is." And sure enough, he points it out.
and I just opened fire on it.
Yes.
It's just floating there inanimately, and
Yep.
Not
inanimately,
anymore, it ain't.
and you, and yeah, you blow it up. And because there's no fire in space, despite what Holly would have us believe, you
Wait, what?
see the metal just kind of like and dissipate into pieces.
Okay.
F you, Jarvis.
All right, that's taken care of. Full thrust, sublight speed
To
to
the
Earth.
academy.
Adriadne, I need you to make me a perception check as you're whipping the ship around and heading towards Earth. Sol. Terra.
So, oh,
I'll whip
Ah,
my shit
beans.
back and forth.
14.
When the satellite erupts, you see a flicker on your interface and on the interface of the computer on the spaceship.
I'm gonna look into that.
Okay.
Mainly check to see if I don't know.
Did
Uh,
Jarvis?
Yeah, kind of like is anything in or gone? Yeah,
probably.
or in addition.
It's going to take you some time to kind of go through, but
That's fine.
in the time that it takes you to get from here to Seoul, you'll have researched enough. I'll give you some more when you get there. Are you guys doing anything else before as Alfie is flying at light speed or faster than light speed travel, FTL travel, to get to Seoul?
Yes.
Go for it, Rook.
Wrong universe. Hades.
Or is
but,
it?
I even have to check my own character sheet. Like, wait, no, I'm Hades. But I look over. All right. Gonna be honest. we haven't been working like a team since this started. So I'm going to ask us kindly, if we're going to have a plan, we stick to it unless there's specifically something going wrong and we need to spontaneously do something. Can we all agree to that? As he like specifically stares
Elias.
at Elias.
I mean, I'm sure we can do that, but why are you looking at me?
No more
Because-
wanton destruction, please.
Because you told me specifically you wanted to leave the places we visited if we went to multiple places in the timeline. That you wanted to leave them better.
Yeah.
We did not do that for Atlantis.
We haven't done that literally anywhere we've been in the entire time that we've been out
Exactly.
here.
But we made a commitment at that time to leave everything better.
Or at least try to.
Okay.
And I get it. We're in uncharted territory. There is no rules for legit time travel. Yes, we have movies from the centuries that we can reference, but just no one's ever done this for real, or we don't know about it.
All right, look. I did something to me that was going to help you guys in your thing. I did not expect that cutting apart 3 pieces of a building would cause that. Okay? That is one tiny action creating an entire catastrophe. That is not something that anyone would have expected to happen.
I would have.
Smart girl. You could have ran it
Why?
by her. We had comms. We literally had comms.
To be fair,
I'm
I mean,
saying
that's
you
a
could've
pretty poor
communicated with us.
structural
You
integrity
could've-
across an entire civilization if 3 cuts took down an entire.
That's the whole point I'm trying to make.
You know,
Like,
I mean,
that
it's-
doesn't
Problem
make
is the
sense.
place and where you cut it, and I don't think they were planning on somebody trying to break in.
Well, of course not. It's
But
a
you
prison.
also
Nobody wants to
spent-
get in.
We
Exactly.
also spent the timetable on us having to find someone that we didn't know where was. We had a plan. At the
I will
time,
stick to your
before you-
plans, but you have to understand that one, I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't destroy all of Atlantis because it was fun. And 2, how in your position, if you had shot one person or one of those robots that you guys found, if you had shot one of those robots and it had sent a spark through the vents, through the situation, and catastrophically blew everything up, it would have been the same exact effect and situation. I just happened to be the one with the plasma cutter. I didn't
Not
want to do that.
exactly, because
That's-
you did cut it on purpose.
I cut it on purpose, but you guys also totally demolished robots on purpose.
At this point, you come out of faster than light travel, and you can see the RSV Banneker parked at that weird 30-degree angle next to the Galactic Academy that's also listing at a 30-degree angle, floating in orbit of Sol.
What with angles?
Someone should tell them that they're a little off.
Yeah.
If you remember
That's correct.
specifically that there was artificial gravity in the Academy that made it everything normal.
That
But
way you had
as
to
you're looking
walk
at it
uphill-
now,
you had to walk uphill both ways that way. They
Yep.
made it that way, so you grew up tougher.
so you could complain about it to your the next generation of recruits.
Hey, I know that we're covering over a lot of important ground right now, but you guys might want to check this out, and I'll full screen the Banneker and the Academy.
Yep. Okay, so now what do we do?
No, we don't know how Jarvis plans to destroy the place. You think?
Oh
he
yeah,
can hack
how's the
them from
thing
here?
I was looking at?
Can I do like a full sensory like spread of the system?
You can do that, and then Adriadne, as you were getting there, you were doing your investigation, and you find that a large chunk of the programming is missing, has been deleted.
What programming was it?
Specifically targeting and navigation.
Oh, could be worse.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad.
That's
don't know-
like the
I don't know
two
anything
things
about
a
the
ship
ship, right?
does.
Yeah, it's target things
Life
and navigate
support.
things.
Life support's
Is
fine.
it possible to do manually?
Yeah, you can still manually shoot
Down
guns
push.
and everything.
Well, good thing we have skills for that.
You have a navigator on board who has, experience navigating the solar system, and
They don't trust me anymore.
I never lost
trust you
faith.
most of the time. I just really wish you hadn't cut the hole with all the water for no reason.
It was my one chance at becoming a god.
Quinn, that's stupid.
We could have had a statue,
That's
guys.
more valid.
Yeah,
That's more valid than
I was
your
gonna build
response.
us. I was gonna build us a statue in Atlantis, and now we don't even get a plaque in Atlanta. It's
guys, you might want to look
Yeah.
at this, Alfie says as he points to the screen.
Alfie. Not now. We're trying to figure out something that's
I
really
look at the
important.
screen.
Yeah, me too.
No, I'm at the screen. I'm talking to Quinn.
As you look at
Elias,
the
I'm
screen,
over it. I'm over it, man. I trust you.
Thank you.
you're approaching the Galactic Academy slowly, and as you're looking at the blown up academy, on the top of this spiraled, remember there was a spiral around the central part, and then there was a spire on the top and the bottom. On the top spire, there is a statue, and it is of Quinn,
Yes.
Beats, Adriadne, Hades,
Okay. Anyway,
Zoom
What?
in. I'm a double zoom. Zoom in.
I'm
Enhance.
confused.
Zoom. Enhance.
Enhance,
Looking
enhance.
specifically for a humanoid that has a bird head.
yes, and he is also there. He's kind of tucked behind everyone, kind of like
I'll look back at Elias. Hey, let's put it this way. If you were coming from the other side, you'd be the first thing that we'd see.
First thing.
Yeah, we're good. So
can you, Adriadne?
Yeah?
Can you, from here, hack into the Galactic Academy and see if there's anything that's weird, anything that is discrepancy from when we first took off? Because either he's going to have everyone in one spot, or somewhere there might be a black spot where someone's jumping in. I mean, he's like planting bombs somewhere. I don't know.
but what
Because
Okay.
we don't have anywhere else to go off of leads.
I'm gonna try to look.
Wait.
I'm doing that. I'm also gonna start running through files on try to access files for event etiquette and see if there's cake rules, because if there's cake rules,
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, Quinn, you had something.
Yeah, if we, what if? Okay, hear me out. What if, since we just blew up the satellite, what if Jarvis is now in our system and he's trying to get us to go to the space place, the space academy, and then we are the reason that it gets transferred instead of the satellite? Like, what if we just need to like pause and just like not connect him and not connect into those systems?
Yes, Elias.
Can I scan the statue of us to see if it's a bomb?
It is the bomb.
That's a good
Obviously,
idea,
it's the
though.
bomb.
No, I'm expecting that there's probably some kind of like nuclear warhead inside of it, so he's
Yeah,
gonna make us like,
'cause
have
we're
to
the
blow
bomb.
it up. 'Cause
Literally.
we're awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're the bomb.
You
That would
scan,
be so good.
and yes, it is hollow, and inside there is a thermonuclear device set
we
to
just
go
go in and
off
shoot it.
in
Arcane
2 hours.
warhead? Is it
2 hours?
Mhm.
Is it an arcane warhead? Or
Is it
just like a
active?
regular-
It's counting down.
It's set to go off in 2 hours.
2 hours.
Well, we should probably get it away then.
But just steal it and jump.
Yeah.
Everybody,
What?
we go dark. We charge the dark matter engine. When the dark matter engine's up, we just fly in, still dark, just crash into it. Well, not crash into it. You have
that part
you have
blew
a whole
up.
bunch of guns, and we have spacesuits. You can just open the thing up, blow the bottom off the warhead. We'll grab onto it with our ship, and then just fly away and dark matter away. And then we just drop it and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't connect to shit. Just go dark. No one needs to know we're here.
I already did.
Yep, you pull up the screen and you realize that there is no cake etiquette. In fact, the new order of events is everybody meets in that hall for cake first, and then they do the graduation ceremony.
No, that is the cake etiquette that I was looking for. This is bad. This is bad. There's rules for the cake, you guys.
There's no specific rules for the cake. It's just that everybody eats before the ceremony.
No.
As opposed to waiting till after.
That's.
And the ceremony's in like an hour and a half, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
For those of you just joining us in the very first episode,
It was cake and it was really good.
there was a fiasco. There was a cake in the same room as the line should go get our diplomas or assignments or whatever. And
Cake is the lie.
yeah, we ate it.
Okay.
There was no cake etiquette.
Is there anyone on board the Banneker right now?
Oh, yes, the scan.
Mhm.
The scan returns that there are 2 life forms on the Banneker.
Oh, I know. Why don't we steal the Banneker?
That's what I was about to say. We use the Banneker to take the bomb because this is the faster ship.
I think the dark matter on that one can charge in what, like 15 minutes?
Like 5, yeah.
Yeah, go fast.
Just steal.
Let's
the
just
Banneker.
dock to the Banneker, steal the Banneker from us, and just leave. We'll use the super advanced lasers and stuff to break off the warhead, grab the warhead, jump, leave it somewhere, and jump again.
How big is the warhead?
These statues stand at like 500 feet tall.
Oh my god.
The warhead is the warhead is in Elias's beak.
That's
Of course it
rude.
is. That's no, that checks out.
I mean, the beak is pretty long.
Okay.
How big?
We
How
can-
big? 500 pounds?
No, they're 500 feet.
Oh, 500 feet.
Yeah, 500 feet from foot to top of the tallest
The
individual.
warhead's in the beak.
Adriadne's statue is probably only about 300 feet, though.
Yeah.
School's under 200. Okay. I have an idea.
But
I have an idea.
The Banneker ship has a tractor beam.
Exactly.
Why don't I hold out the thermal lance, go out there with my juicy suit.
Yeah.
You guys get the Banneker. They can't scan me because it'll just be me in my juicy suit. I'm just gonna be floating, and I can boost and stuff. So I'll go get it, and then either you guys can come meet me when you get the Banneker, and we can connect, or I'll try to come over by you. But then it's not like they can scan the whole ship coming over again and take out their statue. It's just me.
Well, yeah, you go to the thermal lance with your thermal lance and start cutting away, and we'll get the Banneker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to be close.
That shouldn't be.
I can tell you how close I need to be. Life suit. Oh, 24 hours. I could spend all day out there, literally all day.
Yeah. Is there a way if we can like load him into the cannon to like kind of dry shoot him?
You could in him in just the life suit, but not in the juicy suit, not the mech suit.
Evil Quinn evil.
Mhm.
Dang it.
All right.
Okay. So the plan is Quinn's gonna go cut off the statue, or at least the warhead part of the statue, in his life suit. And then the rest of us are going to steal the Banneker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And if anybody gives you any problems, say that the reason you're taking it is you threaten them with a thermal nuclear device.
Yeah, I know, right? That's
Because
perfect.
we'll have it.
I will.
However, another thing that I
be
wonder
able-
is like,
or
can we
just talk
maybe
them
just
into it.
walk onto it and say we got our assignments early?
I mean, good. I look a little more juicy now than I did before.
Well, we don't have to worry about you.
That's right, because I'm going to be in space.
Hmm.
That's right.
We have weapons and stuff. Let's just break in and get it.
Cool.
All right.
All right, I'm going to need this thermal lance. Close it up. So everything else is open. Like, you guys are open to take whatever else that you'd like. So that would be, well, I guess, I don't know. I guess who needs a weapon, though?
I'm
think we're
good.
all good.
These are all good.
You hear a and then a as Alfie kind of turns his. I'll go with you.
Yeah, you should. You should go with these guys.
No, with you, Quinn. You'll need assistance. And he hits the button on his combat levitating wheelchair without wheels, and a little dome kind of pops over.
Juicy.
You
Healthy,
have
juicy
your own
juice.
little shuttle.
He hits a button and it, yeah, but I can't hear anything once the dome is shut. So
Oh, I'm sorry. You have your own shuttle, and that's really cool.
yes, it is.
All right.
Top of the line,
it's
this
fine.
thing.
I can fly the Banneker. I did it once before.
He hits the button, and he says,
All right.
We will just talk to you through comms.
"Yeah, I can do that." You hear on your comms. Over and out.
All right. Everyone ready?
All right.
Whew.
Tell me, I'll roll. I feel like Alfie's in a giant hamster wheel right now. So I think I'm just gonna like lean in and push him over. And okay,
floats, dude.
oh no, I guess that's true. I'll just hang on with
Yeah,
a
it's
little,
like the Professor X wheelchair. Just
Okay.
has a dome on it now.
I'll take my 50 feet of cord and I'll just wrap around it and be like a very, very slow water skiing thing.
Yeah, he looks. You ready? You good?
Yeah. All right, punch it. So I'm gonna be taking the following things with me. So I'm going to be taking my thermal lance. I'll take my other polearm. I have just a glaive, like a future glaive that I carry on my back, so I'll take that. The thermal lance, and then I'll take just the basic standard carbon that I have. That leaves it leaves a couple of things for you guys that you can pick from if you want. A longbow, a future type longbow. It's like a regular longbow, but from the future. A concussion rifle. There are 2 grenades, concussion grenades. There is another standard carbon and a swarm. Swarm
the
pistol.
other standard carbine.
I left my antimatter carbine in the other place.
The Banneker.
And the Banneker. And did I get a rocket hammer? I can't remember if I got a rocket hammer or not.
Adriadne is still working on it.
Okay. So then, yeah, that's there. Okay. Oh, and then I'm gonna take my tape with me, my vent tape. That's really important. So the concussion grenades are gone. You guys have those. And then I'm gonna keep my rope.
I'm gonna take the concussion grenades.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the rest. That's mechanics tools, log keeper, flare, flashlights. Actually, I'm gonna give each of you a signaling flare. So that means I have 2 and you guys each have 1. Alfie can take the other one. So now everybody's got a flare, and then I've got and then I'll give Adriadne and Hades. I'll give you each a flashlight to put on your guns. And then I'm going to keep my quadcorder so I can use it to scan the beak to make sure I know exactly where to cut to get the
Don't cut into
thermonuclear.
the.
Yeah. I can just right down the middle, right? Yeah, okay.
Set it off accidentally. Oh, well. TPK.
Well,
TPK. TPK.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, you know what we'll need? The time
Rations.
thingy. I'm gonna get that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, you disconnect it from the Avia Ra ship that you're currently using, and you put it in your little knapsack, your fanny pack. Fanny pack of holding.
Fanny pack and holding. Zip. Oh,
the
whoa.
best fanny pack.
All right. Well, you guys let Elfie and I know when we should drop out, and we will we'll see you at the Banneker, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Should we meet somewhere? The bridge?
Well, yeah,
I-
we'll already be in the bridge, but yeah.
Okay, I'll meet you at the bridge.
Yeah, let's do the bridge. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Tell us when.
Alfie just goes. "Brrr." You're pulled. What?
Bye. All right.
And you
Making
two
sure,
head out towards the statues.
Okay. We're headed there.
All right. How do we want to do this? We want to blast ourselves to the Banneker, or do we want to drift listlessly and shut off power before we get too close to the station?
We could do the life suit thing.
All right.
How far are we from the Banneker, like, now?
Yeah, like we could float up to the Banneker a bit and then life suit the rest of the way, maybe.
Yeah, you probably
That
have.
sounds-
If you were to do that, pardon me, you'd probably have to life suit for, I don't know, 2-3 parsecs.
So can we turn the boosters on?
Mhm.
Like,
They're
more
not like
power?
the boosters on the mech suit, but they are like little tiny thrusters that you can maneuver where you're going from.
No, I mean, like, on the ship, like, turn the boosters on more,
Oh yeah, you
and
could.
then turn them off so we kind of just move toward it from, like, the ship.
Mhm.
And then as we get closer, we can...
Jump out and just
Yeah.
Yeah, in space there's no gravity.
momentum.
Yeah, so you would be able to just float until you stopped yourself.
Yeah, so we just float and then just drop down.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so you hit those thrusters just long enough to give the Aviaraz ship some momentum, and it begins to. And you hover right over top of the Banneker as it's moving slowly, listly. About 2 or 3 parsecs difference, but you know.
Mhm.
And
then
you jump out. I need everyone to roll dexterity checks.
Everybody?
Just the 3 of them that are
Okay.
doing that.
Oh, thank goodness.
You and Alfie are kind of making your way. Alfie's got this little, it's like a little shuttle basically, and he's pulling you along so you're not using up any of your fuel.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I get a 12.
Got a rock.
Dexterity check.
Mhm.
I got 19.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So the 3 of you kind of calculate it, and you're going head first, like the new Star Trek movie where they're kind of trajectory, like launch themselves into the next ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you go your route, and combat roll as the artificial gravity begins to kind of clutch onto your body and pull you down into the Galactic Academy, and you're right on the ramp up to the Banneker.
Think you can get us to that porthole on the side of the Banneker that was close to the bridge, like we used last time to get outside of it, and unlock it from the outside?
Yeah, sure.
You're on the ramp that leads up into the Banneker.
Oh,
That's
okay.
going-
Yeah,
Oh,
so I mean, you can just walk up in there if you want. There's
Oh, I
only
did-
2
okay.
life forms on here. They were both on the bridge.
Okay. Then we walk up into the Banneker.
What happened to the ship? Did you guys just like
It's
Yeah,
just,
just like
No,
leave
it's
it?
just gone now.
It's just,
floating
like,
off
going
into
out
the
into-
distance.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
that.
And we didn't transmit anything, right?
Adriadne did hook up to the
For a second,
interface
but
for a
I
second, but
stopped
then-
once I figured out there was cake etiquette
Okay, got it.
and that we were
Okay.
truly in danger.
Okay, got it.
All right.
So the 2 of you walk up the ramp into the RSV Banneker. As we cut over to Alfie and Quinn, Alfie has kind of tugged you along to the base of the statues at the top of the spire of the Galactic Academy, and you see there are these massive 14-inch diameter bolts that are bolting the statues to this thing. So you can either cut into the statue, or you cut the bolts, or you can go up to the beak. It's entirely up to you, but as you're approaching, you see there are 3 bolts per person bolting this entire statue thing to the Galactic Academy. They look like they were done afterwards, like they were added on after the fact. This isn't like something that was included in the planning. This was something that was bolted on after the Galactic Academy was already built.
The statue was, or the bolts were?
The statue. The
Statue, and
the
therefore
bolts
the
were
bolts.
used to anchor the
Okay.
statue.
And the bolts are 3 per person, or 3 for the whole thing?
3 per person, but they don't
Got
look
it.
like they're made of any like special alloy. They
Yeah.
they look like they're just copper bolts.
Like space metal alloy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to, as we're closer, I'm going to nervously boost up to where Elias's beak would be, and I'm probably within, like, I have to be within 5 feet in order to get a signal from the quadcorder.
Mhm.
And I'll pull this thing out. It's like a, it's like a rectangle size, like an iPad, with these 4 little satellite dishes that spin all over, and I'll calibrate it to read kind of the beak area and just get a reading of what sort of materials are there, and I'll see if any of those things would, if it would point to a, thermonuclear warhead
Yeah. He kind
being there, which I feel like is some sort of symbolism about the nuclear weapon being in the mouth of Elias, but spit mean words.
These guys.
So yeah, you kind of scan through it, and you can find the front of the warhead and the back of the warhead kind of take up about 2/3 of the beak, and it's in the center of the beak. So there's like a third this way and a third this way. No, you know what the math on that. It takes up 2/3 of the beak in the center of the beak.
Yep. And then there's a bit on the ends.
Yep.
A sixth and a sixth.
Yes. That.
And how this is a very important question. How big is the beak? Is it a long beak or a short beak?
Oh no,
or a thick beak?
These statues are 300 foot tall. This beak is probably a good 20 feet long.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not like ridiculously big where like you couldn't cut through it or something.
Right.
But 20 feet long, it's got to be. I mean, your beak's not like a toothpick coming out. It's like a. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Alfie. Alfie, do you hear me?
Yes, Quinn, I'm here.
Okay. I think Elias is gonna be a little mad, but I think it's gonna be easier for us to cut through those bolts and push him off into space, as opposed to cutting through the beak.
Yeah, that sounds, yeah. If there's only 3 points of entry versus that thick metal beak, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
kind of thinking it'd be like quick slicing versus like Phantom Menace Episode 1, cut through the blast doors. Like,
I saw that
just
movie.
thinking-
It was great.
yeah.
Jar Jar was my
Okay.
favorite.
I think I'm gonna close the comms without responding. And,
You see him
like silently judging. yeah. It's not. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna boost down. So so going down, I'll figure out kind of where we go. So if I was to push this statue directly off, what direction would it go? Would it go away from Earth, or like towards the moon, or just like in space in general?
Yeah, it would probably be in between, like, Earth, or the moon orbits Earth, and this thing is orbiting Earth, and it's kind of in a trajectory that if you were to launch it in the position that it's in, just straight up, it would miss the moon and Earth, and it would just kind of go off into space in the same direction that the Avi or Ross ship went.
Okay. I'm going to spend a little bit of time using my quadcorder to just check and make sure that these bolts, there's nothing crazy about these bolts. And if there's not, I will then bust out the thermal lance, which will spit out a 12-foot long, basically blade of this like super hot blue cutting energy. And I'll start slicing through these bolts if there's nothing like wild about them in my scans.
Kind of scan through it with that little thing, and they come back as just normal bolts. There's no like trigger or trap set on these.
Okay. Yeah, I will not recklessly, but not waste any time. I'll just kind of start like cutting through it with the lance.
Okay. So you are starting to cut through those bolts. Back over at the Banneker. Oops. The 3 of you climb up the ramp and are aboard the Banneker. You know the bridge is an elevator ride away. What are you doing?
Let's go to the bridge. Or I guess we could probably just go down to engineering and fly it from there.
Good. But just in case, how about you go to engineering and you hook up that fun little time thing.
Yeah,
Why
let's.
don't we all go to engineering? Stay together. We don't want to split up. Anymore
That's
than we already
also a
have.
better idea than the ones that we had just then. All right.
Especially because if someone notices that we're here, they're going to come down and investigate. Also, could we, Adriadne, when we get to engineering, can you dial in to see who's on the ship?
Yes, probably. Also, before we go on, can I cast the
Perception hack.
perception hack?
Yeah.
I will do that.
Okay. What does the perception hack do again?
It makes us invisible to
Gotcha.
all robotic
The one you
things.
did. Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
cameras.
Cameras.
Gotcha.
mostly.
Yeah. So you cast that, and you're heading down in the elevator towards engineering, and a familiar sight appears as you open the door, and you don't see anybody down here.
Sweet.
That's good.
All right. See who's in the bridge.
You pull it up, and you don't see anybody you recognize. You see two automatons that look familiar, as far as the ones that left with Beats.
Oh.
We had two life forms though.
The life forms are on the bridge, and you're in the engineering.
No, we were at two life form signs, so technically, the droids shouldn't have showed up.
Droids shouldn't be involved
Oh,
in
unless
that.
they're like
Flesh on the inside.
Vect now.
Does would
Do
Well,
Vect
we'll
show
still-
up
we'll
as life
still-
forms?
Vect show up as life forms.
Oh, okay.
They are sentient life forms.
Okay.
They are different than automatons. These
Okay.
have automaton shells, but as you have picked up the life forms, you can safely assume that these are probably Vect, because, like Hades theorized, if they were true automatons, they would not have shown up on a scan.
Cool. Why would they be here?
They were not here the first time. The only Vect on the ship was Beats. Everything else was automaton.
We don't know what could have happened.
I think it might be safe to go and talk to them.
They won't be able to see us, so we can just.
Well, no, they're life forms. They will be able.
Well,
will be
they get a
able to-
chance to try
yeah.
to see us.
But I think we should talk to them. Only for the sheer fact that I believe in Beats. And he left to make sure everything was right with his people. And if the Vect are here over Earth, then something worked out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
And they're
he also
smarter
got his memories changed by the time thing, and he didn't even know who we were at first. And
Well,
I made sure he fixed that. Though.
I'm not saying we don't talk to them. I'm just saying we need to be focused on our goals.
Oh, absolutely.
no.
Saving
and I
the
get that.
academy is
I
more
want us to do
important than
that.
2 Vect lives. There's like 700,000 people in the academy. 2 people are worth less than that.
I'm so happy you're willing to take out 2 lives, but
Oh, come on, you know
I wanted-
exactly what I mean. I'm trying to.
no, I get it. The lives of the many outweigh the lives of the few. Trust me, I know. But let's try to avoid that, if it can be avoided.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But I have faith in that Beats was able to maybe leave a long-standing message. He knew our plight, that we were out somewhere in time. I'm sure he left some type of message in his people.
I hope so.
I'm hoping.
Also, I have to ask this. You know we're on the same side, right?
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm not against you.
Okay. And I want you to know I'm not against you either. We're on the same side.
Adriadne, I need you to roll me a tech check, please.
Retro or no?
No, this is not retro.
This is current shit.
But if we were in the future before and now it's the past,
Yes.
it's all relative.
Hen.
Okay. As you're kind of dinking around down here in engineering, because you're very familiar with this area, you notice a piece that's not supposed to be there that you're also holding in your hand or in your fanny pack. There is a time vortex manipulator already installed on the RSV Banneker.
Was that there last time?
No.
Or was it?
No. You are very familiar with the engineering. You've spent a lot of time down here training in it, all that. It was not there before.
Which means he was going to kill everyone and just take the ship. And have his own little personal time machine. Alright. Let's go have a talk with some Vect. And see
Yeah.
if we can convince them to either leave the ship or Plan Z into Vic Lives.
Okay, so you head up towards the bridge, back over with Alfie and Quinn as you're blowtorching your way through the bolts. You get through that third bolt. As you do, you can hear the metal pop loose, and a little shard flies off past you, cutting your oxygen hose on the juicy suit.
Rude.
You have
Can't
about
make this-
2 minutes of oxygen left in the juicy suit now, because it is gushing out.
Oh
Good
shit.
thing you have your vent tape.
Oh my god, I have vent tape. I'm gonna use
That's
vent
over,
tape.
Adriadne.
I'm gonna use vent tape.
Said the ghost of Adriadne. Are you?
You made
just
sure
hear
to
it.
carry that vent tape in every
Every fucking
single
game.
episode.
I'm gonna look at Alfie and I just feel like Alfie would be like, use the vent tape. Use the vent tape. I can't hear you.
Turn your comms on. Turn your
I don't know
comms
if
on.
I don't know if sounds can be heard in space. I've
No.
never been there myself personally, but I feel like in this moment, Quinn would make the sound in his suit of the like scratching of the vent tape tearing off of the like I'm doing it
I love the
myself
idea.
in the comms, open for everyone to hear. I have it like an external speaker. Yeah, I'm gonna patch up what I can.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Try
able
get
to
in
do
this better
that.
than 2 minutes.
And as you get that, you've got probably about 5 minutes left. You've saved it so that you have 5 minutes worth of air left in your juicy suit.
Okay.
Alfie's just like,
Okay, so all right, I got it. So this thing, the statue of Elias with the nuke is boltless.
yes, it is free.
Can I like get a grip on it?
It weighs nothing. It's in space.
Okay, my suit can burst up to my movement speed, and if I don't land on ground, I fall.
But you're
But
in space.
I'm in space.
Yeah.
So
Essentially,
I'm
you
going-
have a jetpack.
Yeah, I'm going to like basically dash. Like in the action economy side, I'm gonna dash and try to just launch this thing as fast as I can out through space.
Okay. Yeah, you hit that, and you begin to take off, and you're dashing, and Alfie is like just motioning. You can barely see him out of the peripheral as you take off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like I'm at a spot where it's like maximum, but like I can't go any faster. And then I'll just I feel like it's like an Avengers movie and just be like, "Wah," and just throw the statue as far as I can.
Okay.
Throw it too hard.
You
we
go
do
about
have to grab it.
120 feet, and then you feel like you've
no, we're not
reached.
gonna grab it, right?
No,
Yeah.
so
That
that's
was the
how we're
plan.
killing
Was the
you.
tractor beam it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're
I
Elias.
totally-
You're Eliasing this.
I
mission
totally
right now.
missed that part. I
You're
was
fine.
not paying attention
It's
at that
happening
part.
now. You've
I just launched this thing into orbit.
you're launching it away from Earth and
I
like
totally missed
missing the
that.
moon. And it's
Oh, I missed the moon. That's good.
it's heading out towards space. You go about 120 feet when you reach what you feel like is maximum velocity. You're not going to go any faster than this. And you just
I'm
kind
gonna
of
get on the comms of the
shove
group.
it.
Hey guys, good news and bad news. Which one do you guys want first?
Good news.
All right. Good news is I have successfully launched the statue past the moon.
That's not.
I feel like that was not the response I was expecting. That was
What
good
the
news.
You were
I'm just
supposed to. You were
looking-
supposed to stay with it, and we were supposed to pick it up, man.
The statue?
Yeah.
Or the bomb. One
So
of
we
the two,
can
whatever you
take
decide.
it and get it like actually far away enough that it matters.
Okay. Well, then there's two things about there's two bad news.
What is the bad news, Quinn?
Well, the first thing is that didn't happen, and the statue is now in orbit past the moon. So I'd like to retract my good news and say that it's bad news.
That's fine.
The other bad news is a quick check here, and I'm approaching 4 minutes and 30 seconds until I have no more oxygen.
Oh, super cool.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
So I think I'm going to.
Can you just? No, that's a bad idea. 'Cause I need
I was
to
gonna
open-
Can
just
you make it back to the ship?
Try to get back
Banneker?
to the Banneker. I'm gonna try.
Listen. Hang on. Stay with Alfie, right? We're on our way up to the bridge, so we'll put a set amount of time we will spend, and we can probably come by and get you, or maybe open the tractor beam from where it is and get you.
Okay.
We'll
I-
hurry.
We will
Okay.
hurry.
I'm gonna keep moving towards the ship anyways, because I feel like hanging tight with like less than 5 minutes if oxygen is a bad idea.
I'm
Yes.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
good.
Okay, we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna look at Alfie and be like, and
As
then
you
I'm gonna,
turn around to look at Alfie, you see that his chair is upside down and backwards facing you. So you're seeing the back end of it and upside down.
okay,
He's mooning you.
if Alfie was the bad guy the whole time, I'm gonna flip my bananas.
We Jarvis the entire time.
He's upside down and backwards to me. He's
Yeah.
probably 120 feet away.
Mm-hmm. You can't
I-
actually see
I'll go
Alfie.
first.
You just see the chair itself.
Yeah.
Flipped upside down and
Oh, wait.
backwards.
If he's not in that goddamn
Is
chair,
his
I swear
hamster
to
weel
God,
out?
it is.
Is
You
his-
can
does he
kind
still
of
have
see
his
the
shuttle?
dome. Yes, the dome looks
Okay.
like it's still there.
I'm going to. I mean, I'm sure this will all take time, but I'm going to try to stop myself from going into the depths of space, and then I'm going to try to go back towards Alfie. And as I start to trigger that maneuver, I'm going to direct comm to Alfie, filling him in on the plan,
You get no
And,
response.
and I get no response. Alfie, did you hear that? What is with people? Ah, damn it. I can't see anything, right? I mean, I'm just going to keep boosting towards him. I can't.
Okay, you have a decision to
anything.
make
Okay.
because you have about 4 minutes left of oxygen. It's going to take you about 3 minutes of flight time to get to the Banneker.
Okay.
If you go to Alfie and then the Banneker, it's going to take you about 4.5 minutes. And you have 4 minutes worth of oxygen.
How close am I to the academy?
Well, if you go back to Alfie, Alfie's still floating right at the base of those statues, and the spire for the Galactic Academy is right there. So technically, you're 120 feet away.
Did he just go inside the academy?
The spire doesn't have
Well,
an entrance.
Spire doesn't have an entrance.
Is it like an airlock around or up top
Yeah,
somewhere?
but Quinn's got a
It would
thermal
probably
lance.
take- it would probably take him time to find one.
You have a
Back
Colonel
to
Lance.
cutting holes into things and pressure, and you don't cut holes into things in space.
Going for Alfie.
Says
100%.
Okay.
Shoulder Adriadne.
So your trajectory is towards Alfie.
Yeah, going towards Alfie.
Okay.
Also-
But bro, he's the only person that's actually like hung out with Panworld that actually also doesn't like Panworld, except for the dwarf that we just met, and he's a pirate, so you can't trust him. He was just saying that.
Oof. Oof.
So we come back over here as you guys to the bridge, and sitting at the captain's chair is one of the automatons, Vect, that you have determined is a Vect, and the other one is sitting at navigation. And as soon as the door opens, their heads turn and rotate, and they
Hi.
Hey, buddies.
I head right for the navigation. I head right for the pilot seat.
welcome aboard,
Oh, did they make their save?
Lord Elias. Welcome aboard, Lord Hades. Welcome aboard, Lord Adriadne.
Cool.
Where is Lord Quinn?
We gotta go get him.
Yeah.
He's in space with that much oxygen. We have to go.
Yeah, we do have to go very quickly now.
Understood. Initiate launch sequence. And the automatons get up and begin to operate the parts of the ship that you cannot operate, being only 3 people.
Yes.
And I will get in the. Well, did you want to fly it, or do you want me to fly it?
You can fly.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll get in the pilot seat and I'll start. Can you, Adriadne? Can you scan for where Quinn is?
Yeah.
Look for his
I'll do that.
wheelchair.
Okay? About 2 minutes later, which means Quinn will have about 2 minutes left of oxygen at that
Natural
point.
20 on piloting, by the way,
Ooh.
Nice.
for a total of a million.
19.
No, 26.
You disembark, and the ship kind of lists, and then you punch it, and you head up towards the spire. Back over to Quinn and Alfie. You travel 120 feet, and you approach the upside-down Professor X wheelchair. And again, it weighs nothing, so you can manipulate it however you'd like.
I'm just gonna turn it around. I mean, I'm obviously not gonna like barrel so quickly that I can't like maneuver it. So I'm not sure what that does with time, but I would take my time to like boost in and try to like turn the hamster wheel around and see
Okay.
like what happened.
As you kind of rotate it to get a view on it, you see there's a hole in the glass, and he is
Fuck me. First I'm gonna vent tape the hole. And then oh my god. So how do you, is there a way to patch in oxygen into a, like, I don't know, up into this wheelchairs?
there
Or-
is a connection on the side where he would refill it. You would have to give him some of yours as you don't have any spare.
Okay. Do a quick check. So first, knowing that time is tight. So first, do I see anything different about the Banneker? Like, are the lights on? Are the engines humming? Is it still there? Is it docked? Like, do I see anything different going on at the Banneker?
You glance over, and at this point, you're gonna see the Banneker has disengaged and is beginning to make movement. It hasn't punched it yet, but it's disengaged from the dock.
Okay. And how far am I from the spire of the academy? Am I like right there?
Yeah, you're right next to the spire, maybe about 20 feet.
Okay. I'm going to do a couple of things. Okay. I'm going to take my flare
Okay?
and I'm going to pop my flare.
Yeah.
Just
It's
so
a
the group
space
can-
flare, so it's
Space
gonna work.
flare. definitely a space flare.
That combusts in space.
Wee woo, wee woo.
And then I'm going to turn my flashlight on. Also, and I'm gonna vent tape that to Alfie's chair, just to have as much like light going on as possible. And I'm going to spin his chair, not like super fast. Like I'm not trying to like put him through 0G training, but I'm trying to make like a strobe light so that like it's not a star. Like, oh, what's that out there?
Okay.
And then I'm going to pop open the oxygen. I'm gonna try to connect in to the oxygen port and get that going. And I'm gonna try to like move us down if I can. I'm gonna leave the flare just like floating in space. I'm gonna try to move us down to the closer to the academy, so that if, depending on how fast we can get there, because I want to keep the oxygen tube in there, we can thermal lance through the hull, maybe.
Okay. So if you're taking the dome out of the chair and leaving the chair behind, then the only place you can hook in for the oxygen would be that hole that is there. You kind of have to hold your vent up into that hole. You also notice that because of the hole, there are ice crystals forming kind of like on his skin and everything.
Oh shit.
FYI, you can hold your breath the number of minutes.
Dear Constitution.
Of your constitution. So if you give him all your thing, you have like maybe 3 minutes.
Actually, Quinn is very bulky. Yeah, 3 minutes. He's got a 16 con. Okay, Alfie. So he's got like space frostbite. I don't know how to like handle that. I don't have any med kits or anything. I can't like.
Just
use my
gonna lose a
binoculars.
nose. That's.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like.
make sure he has oxygen, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna,
keeping
I'm
him
gonna
alive
pipe him in.
is-
I'm gonna pipe him in oxygen. He's a better pilot. I'm gonna pipe him in with oxygen. Okay, I have a feature
Just do the Star
that I've never used. It's called vent tape and elbow grease, and I'm not kidding. This is actually my feature. This is why I carry this stuff with me.
This is amazing.
Invariably, technologists find themselves needing to repair things without access to the proper tools, training, or spare parts, having to make do with temporary stopgap measures and whatever they happen to have on hand. Your experience with this means that you can often cobble something together to keep a damaged system working for a few crucial minutes or hours, as long as you focus all of your attention onto it. So I'm not going to move us down. I am just going to focus on keeping both of us not dying.
Okay.
And I'll leave the flare open, and I'll try to like spin with him, so it's like at least some signal of light of like where we are.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna open comms to these guys, and I'm gonna let them know what's happening, what the play-by-play is.
So you're able to figure out that if you leave your juicy suit and use your life suits, you can share oxygen tubes with Alfie by using the vent tape to kind of seal it around his dome, and then hooking yours up to your life suit, so you can kind of share the oxygen. You also are able to kind of hook up a part of your juicy suit's like internal heater to the dome, which begins to kind of thaw those ice crystals.
Okay, so Quinn's seeing this like situation, and is running through what options exist, and there are certainly better options. But he's gonna come in after he comms to the group and lets them know what's going on. He's gonna come into Alfie. Alfie, okay, you are freezing, and you're probably in whatever equivalent of space shock is. So I'm just gonna walk through a few things. First, I'm gonna take off this armor, and we're gonna get you hooked up to oxygen, because I need you to drive the bus. Okay, Alfie, I need you to drive the bus, and we all got to get out of here, because we got to get to the next adventure, and we can't drive the bus without you. So you are the bus driver, and we need you. So I'm gonna be like taking like, and the helmet comes off from the juicy suit, and like kind of trying to figure out how to like I'm sure the neon lights change a couple of different times, trying for me to figure out how to turn it off and stuff. And then Alfie, we're going to keep you We're going to keep you warm, which sounds really great, but I'm going to promise you this is actually going to be uncomfortably hot because I'm going to hook up the legitimate heater, like the whole heater, into your thing. It's going to get really hot and really uncomfortable. And you just need to like this because now I'm not going to have heat and I'm going to blame you for it when we get to the bus. Okay? So I'm going to hook this up for you, and don't sleep on me, Alfie. Don't sleep on me, Alfie. We need to do this right now. I'm going to switch over. Hey, you guys need to come here like really stat right now.
Working on it.
Doing it.
You see him responding non-verbally with like twitches, his eyes blinking, and like he's still there, he's still alive, but he is struggling hardcore.
Yeah. Alfie, you can contribute to this relationship at any point in time. You don't sleep on me. You can help at any time. I'm not the only one with vent tape here. Come on, let's go. Let's stay awake here, Alfie.
He's just floating in this dome, and he's twitching, he's alive, but he's not able to really contribute. The RSV Banneker has disengaged and kind of punched it, and as you have scanned for them, you kind of know a general direction, but then you see a kind of like blinking light. So you head in that direction. With your nat 20, I'm not making you reroll. You're just going to be able to get there. You see this blinking light, and then as you approach and get closer, you see this flashing like neon, and you're like, oh, that's the juicy suit. That's definitely the juicy suit. And you maneuver the ship to kind of come in sideways, and Adriadne hits the button and opens the cargo door. And as soon as you're inside the cargo door, Alfie's bubble and you hit that gravity and you slam down on the ground.
Yeah, just Tokyo Drift saved them. Yeah.
And the glass of the dome shatters, but you are inside a safe zone. Alfie has oxygen, and inside the Banneker is heated, so you are outside of space. There's that kind of portal, force field.
Sure. Oh, okay. I'm sorry that you guys have to see me in this very ugly life suit. It was kind of important. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check Alfie. Is he still alive?
He is alive. He is struggling for air and for heat and everything. He'll live.
Okay.
He can't walk on his own, so you're going to have to help him to medical bay or kind of leave him there and come back to him later. But he is stable.
So I would definitely meet them there because I don't have anything else that is super pressing.
Okay.
Besides, like, picking any coordinates.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get down there and I'm going to try to heal him up.
As soon as they kind of get settled in, the door and Elias is there, and you see Alfie laying there, and Quinn is embarrassed to be in his life suit.
Yeah,
Much less juicy.
I'm going to give him this and just ignore that completely. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Yeah, he takes a deep breath and kind of sits up.
Yeah, I want to.
16 HP.
Well, I want to make sure that he is able to function. Yeah, because technically it's like damage to the nerves, and like frostbite can really do some damage. And if I do it now, it'll fix that. It won't be like a scarred thing that he has to then suffer through.
Yeah.
Magical healing.
He
That's some cool stuff.
pops up and looks around. He looks over at you, Elias. He says, "Thank you. Oh my God, that was scary."
I would like, if possible, to just kind of like be watching the systems, making sure nobody's trying to hack in or out.
Okay.
Or anything that shouldn't be going on.
There's no signs of Jarvis. I know that's what you're looking for. You see 0 signs of Jarvis anywhere.
Okay.
I'm flying the ship towards giant man bird that's near the moon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to scan for the freaking warhead, or at least that metal alloy that stupid thing was made out of.
Hey, I totally missed that. You guys, I'm sorry. Elias, I tried to be as fair as possible to like how much people worship us, and I felt like it was going to be just too hard to get this nuke off without just cutting the bolts. So unfortunately, I only cut your part of the statue out.
I feel like it's actually better than just cutting off part of his face.
It's kind of what I was thinking. But like, it also would have taken me a lot longer. I just feel a little bad that like, like somebody must have really hated you.
Can
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Or it was just a good place to put the warhead.
Ben.
Question. Can I Adriadne,
Yeah.
can you scanning the warhead, the information we have, do you know how big the radius is?
Yeah, how big the boom? How big the boom, God?
The boom is probably
Oh, God.
at least the size of the planet Earth, and had it gone off where it was at, it would have taken out Sol, Terra.
Ooh. Cool, great, cool. All
It's moving at
right.
120
Not
feet
to
a
mention
second.
the
It's
shockwave is
fine.
probably 2 or 3
Yeah.
parsecs wide.
So we need to take this thing as far away from here as
Yeah,
human.
that's fine. I need you to activate the tractor beam to
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly outward to like the emptier void of space. And then stop the ship and let the tractor beam kind of slingshot it and then fire when it's like a good chunk away from us.
Yeah, let's yoink that sucker.
Okay.
So,
So you
piloting check or
Yep, roll piloting, and then Adriadne roll tech for the tractor beam.
Oh, baller.
twice in a row.
Nat 20, nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Let me tell
I
Kat
also-
so she can do some push-ups.
Rolled well, but not quite as.
What'd you roll?
23.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, the two of you work as a team, and the ship kind of comes up alongside, and then you turn it belly side up, and the tractor beam just locks on, and you're able to get that statue tracked in the tractor beam. You now realize that there is 30 minutes until explosion.
All right.
Go!
Gonna fly
And you
as
have it in the
fast-
tractor beam.
I'm gonna fly as fast as possible, and then kind of I was like, everyone brace yourself, stop, and then let the tractor beam. Have her disconnect the tractor beam and let the thing go as far.
I mean,
as
do you
possible.
want to dark matter away?
I don't want to.
You know where I'd go.
I really don't want to blind jump right now. 'Cause
Can we
it-
plan? Can we land somewhere in time and space if we were to, like, in 30 minutes? Could we like?
You would have enough time to land somewhere, yes.
What if we jumped back into the time and place where the Rothian invasion was happening in that one galaxy, and we landed with a thermonuclear device right in the middle of their attack?
Yeah, but we still destroy the planet.
But the planet's already gone. That planet that we were at was the one that was destroyed already when we got there.
Well, then that would be that. Then there's no reason to do that.
I know, but then we destroyed the Rothians from coming ever.
Hmm.
I don't know about that.
It's bad.
How
It
about-
ends with us dead anyways.
Okay, how about we just jump farther out of the system and then drop it and swing and just
That's what
boost
I
away?
was thinking.
Like
Okay.
there's a lot of space between Sol and the next system. Let's
Sure.
just jump to a
Better
space in
idea.
between stars and just peace.
Yeah, I would like to start up the engine, please, and get ready to go real fast.
Okay?
DM, question.
Yes.
How far were we out in space when we were attacked by that Rothian ship?
You were in a completely different solar system.
Yeah,
You were
there's no
Other side of the
planets nearby, right?
galaxy.
There's no planets, right, near us.
When you were attacked by the Rothians, yeah, you took out the Nautiloid planet
we-
and
yeah.
several other planets.
No, I mean because I know their thing did they had that overcharged black hole thing.
Hmm. Yeah, you were inside a
What-
solar system when they attacked you.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm talking relatively speaking, were we near a planet, right next to one?
I mean, space is relative, but yes, you were in orbit around a planet.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't a planet, it was a moon, remember?
And would this bomb instantly destroy something before it got off to do anything?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna.
It's a bomb.
Okay. No. Hey, Adriadne, can you punch in the time point of just before we left, just before we jumped, at that exact moment where that ship was, the Rothian ship was gonna blow up, so that we don't have a black hole go off and destroy a whole bunch of planets, and we also save the
Yeah!
Hestia station.
Is that okay with everybody?
I'm down.
Kill two
I think-
birds, one stone.
I think that
Hey,
was
man.
similar, right? We had similar ideas just now, didn't we?
Yeah, well, at least this way we actually
Yeah,
save
his was
like,
better,
the
though.
system.
But you were
Yeah.
getting there.
So Adriadne, you go down into the engineering and you prep and you punch in the coordinates, and Hades is flying, and you go through that time tunnel, and immediately come out. And in that tractor beam is still the statue.
Let it go, and then
Let it
jump
go.
back into 2021.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bye.
When
And
we come in, like our ship, I could see it from the Rothians' perspective, like oh, our ship is about to blow up, and then like
We have
they
finally
see-
arrived
they
to
see-
take over the galaxy.
They leave. We show up again. Leave a bomb and then dip again. It's like, oh shit. But yeah.
coming from two different angles, they're like,
So
"What the
that's
fuck?"
how we got the statues.
Hey.
So yeah, you come back and through that time tunnel right into 2021, and you now have control over the RSV Banneker, a time vortex manipulator,
My baby.
and that's where we're going to end the season of Sunrunners. You have saved the galaxy.
The galaxy.
Yeah.
So congratulations. You have saved Alfie from certain death. You,
Nice.
My dwarf boyfriend is alive.
Your dwarf boyfriend is alive.
All the key characters are back.
Yes.
I came back with a
The only one that might be missing is the guy with the hats.
Guy with the hats. There
and
was
the
also
pirate woman with the guns and the
and
hat.
Fancy Gnome.
Yeah, and Fancy Gnome. Yeah.
It is confirmed that by destroying the satellite, you destroyed the threat of Jarvis before it became a threat.
Nice.
Therefore, he was no longer a threat.
That was a good call. Yeah, that was a good call.
Yeah, it just made me mad and I wanted to blow it up.
Get the revenge.
So yeah,
Does this mean that Dave Brink continues to have a successful Space Moon base career?
Yes.
tune in to the next season to find out. Follow us on Twitter and all that stuff to find out when the next season of Sunrunners is set for release. But yeah, that was fantastic.
Excellent work. Good work, everybody.
Yay.
Good
Yeah.
work. Man, I get to. Now that I know that we can get the juicy armor, I can make it. I can make it look like what I want now without having to get it from Adriadne. Can finally have it be Hunter Green or something.
Oh, you think that it will be that easy, do you?
That's easy.
So yeah.
Excellent. Good
Thank
work,
you very
everybody.
much for joining us on
Yeah,
this
thank you.
adventure. This episode will be up on the YouTubes and the website in 48 hours, so you can watch that. And as always, we appreciate your support. And I have a bunch of announcements. Oh, check out thenerdasylum.com for other nerdy content and community activities that are always going on. Join the Discord. And then check out demiplane.com. If you're looking for a game, they are overwhelmed with people looking for people just like you to join adventures in all kinds of games, not just D&D, but Pathfinder and Peter, what are some of the other games you have on there? There's
Man.
a whole list
So
of them.
Vampire was fun. It's a big one. Vampire the Masquerade. It's popped up. And then GURPS.
GURPS.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was shocked. GURPS is making a comeback.
Yeah. So if you're a nerd looking for a GM or a GM looking for players, check out demiplane.com. Sign up for an account. It's free to use, so you can sign up and find other nerds looking for games just like this or any other game that you're looking for. So do that. And yeah, as always, stay nerdy, friends.
See everybody.
Bye.